Have you ever wondered why some people seem to succeed effortlessly, while others struggle to make even the smallest progress? The answer, my friends, is in our habits. Habits, those small, often overlooked actions we repeat day in and day out, have the incredible power to shape our lives. In his enlightening book, Atomic Habits, James Clear presents a compelling argument. It's not about making massive changes, but rather, small habits that compound over time to create significant results. Habits aren't about possessing extraordinary willpower or being extraordinarily lucky. It's about understanding and leveraging the science of how habits work. It's about the daily rituals we follow, the tiny decisions we make, and the actions we consistently take. In the grand scheme of life, it is these small habits that determine our trajectory and ultimately, our success or failure. As James Clear says, "You do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems." So if habits are so powerful, how can we harness them for our benefit? This is where the 4 laws of behavior change come in, as outlined in the book Atomic Habits. The first law is to make it obvious. It's about setting up your environment to trigger the habits you want to build. For example, if you want to read more, place your books where you can see them. By making the cues of your good habits obvious, you'll be more likely to act on them. The second law is to make it attractive. This is about pairing something you need to do with something you want to do. Let's say you want to exercise more, but you also love listening to your favorite podcast. Combine the two. Listen to your podcast only when you're exercising. This way, you're making the habit you want to form more appealing. The third law is to make it easy. The easier a habit is to do, the more likely you are to stick with it. For instance, if you want to start running, don't aim for 5 miles on your first day. Start with a short run around the block. Make it so easy you can't say no. The final law is to make it satisfying. This is about the immediate reward. If a habit is immediately satisfying, we're more likely to repeat it. So, after your run, treat yourself to a refreshing smoothie or a few minutes of relaxation. This will make the experience enjoyable and increase the chances of repeating the habit. But remember, these laws aren't isolated. They work together. By making a habit obvious, attractive, easy, and satisfying, you're setting up a powerful system that can lead to profound change over time. So, start small. Make one tiny change, then another and another. Over time, these small changes will compound into significant results. Remember, the key to habit change is not one big step, but many small ones. Every action is a vote for the type of person you want to become. What about those pesky bad habits we all want to break? We all have them, don't we? Well, here's the good news. The 4 laws of behavior change can be inverted to tackle this. First, make it invisible. Out of sight, out of mind, right? If you don't see it, you're less likely to do it. Second, make it unattractive. Change the way you think about your bad habits. See them for what they truly are, obstacles to your growth. Third, make it difficult. Add extra steps or barriers to doing the habit. You'll be less likely to engage in it if it's hard to do. Finally, make it unsatisfying. If you're not gaining any pleasure or satisfaction from it, you'll naturally want to stop doing it. But remember, it's not just about stopping bad habits. It's about replacing them with good ones. Don't just quit smoking, start exercising. Don't just stop eating junk food, start eating healthy. As Clear puts it, habits are the compound interest of self-improvement. So, what can we take away from all this? Well, let's start by recapping the key points of our discussion today. We began by understanding the power of habits, how they shape our lives, and how they can be our greatest allies or toughest adversaries. Then, we dived into the 4 laws of behavior change, making it obvious, attractive, easy, and satisfying. These laws provide a framework for developing good habits and eliminating the bad ones. We also explored strategies for breaking bad habits, emphasizing the importance of mindfulness and conscious decision-making, as well as the role of self-awareness and environment in our behavior. But here's the crux of it all. The magic doesn't lie in making one monumental change overnight. Instead, it's all about making small, consistent changes, day in and day out. These tiny adjustments, these atomic habits, are what lead to remarkable results over time. They compound, creating a ripple effect that transforms your life. In the end, it's not about making one big change, but about making many small ones. That's the power of atomic habits.